To make money in real estate, sometimes you need to think outside the box. We'll show a handful of beginners how to profit with short-term rentals using properties they don't own.
This one could bring in $3,000 or $4,000 a month.
They will need to prove they have what it takes to become a house hacker.
Based on my success with Airbnb and with using other people's properties, I'm going to teach you the 5 L's to be able to use properties you don't own to start making money today. And these 5 L's are locate, lease, make livable, list, and leverage.
On the last episode of House Hackers, Brian taught us the first step of his strategy, which is how to locate properties.
All right, right here. Here we go for rent.
We now rejoin the contestants and learn the second step of his process, which is to lease.
The second L is lease, or for my friends across the pond, let. We're going to lease or rent a property from an owner with permission and turn around and list that property on Airbnb.
This is Brian's friend Franz. Franz is a full-time real estate investor and president of the local Real Estate Investor Association. Brian is sending the contestants to meet with him at one of his rental properties. Each contestant will practice pitching Franz on using his property to list on Airbnb. Let's see how the contestants do in this challenge.
Hi Franz, I'm Corrine Johnson. I'm so very pleased that you made time to meet me here today. I love your property. I see you have a 3-bedroom home, 1 bath. It's in a beautiful area and nicely furnished. How long have you had this house?
About 3 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm
okay.
a LLC, Green Sleep Stays. I sign leases with homeowners and investors, and what I do is I do short-term rentals, and I welcome guests into the home for 1 to 3 day stays. I take care of the property as far as maintaining it. I have cleanings throughout the week, multiple times, and I take care of minor maintenance if anything takes place. I take care of it, so I don't bother you. So I won't be staying in the home, but I will be inviting guests to the home to stay. Have you ever heard of short-term rentals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with those.
Okay, real good. Do you have any questions of me?
Yeah. So first of all, what is your experience doing this?
Well, actually, I am a realtor. This is very new to me, but I'm very confident I can do a very good job. I have formal education in doing the short-term rentals as a hotel-type experience.
But you don't have any experience in property management or short-term rentals yet, correct?
Not as of yet.
That will be the first home that you're going to have.
This would be my first home, but isn't that exciting for us?
Okay, yeah, that's good. You know, I always like... And do you have any business already, like a property management company, and you have your crew on place, like your team, to support you in case any maintenance needs to be done, for the cleaning, anything needs to be done in the house? Do you have a, because I'm sure you're not going to be doing it, correct?
No, I will not. I have a wonderful team in place. They're experienced with short-term rental cleaning. They know the time frames they need to be in there. We are in touch with them on an ongoing basis. If there's anything that goes wrong in your home, I know immediately, and they take pictures right there on the spot. So if there's anything serious going on, I can inform you if it's necessary, but typically that will not happen. If there's a small maintenance problem, maybe a doorknob loose or something like that, I would inform my maintenance guy to go in and repair it. So I have them in place.
But you're going to take care about all the repairs, correct? 100%?
Well, not all. If you, that's wishful thinking. If you had a furnace that went out, of course, that would be on your hands. Anything up to $100, $150 a repair. If anything's over that, then of course I would contact you.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about us.
Okay.
We have a company called Nebeman Properties, and what we do is we rent from homeowners just like yourself.
Okay.
We sign a lease, so it's a binding contract just like any other renter for 6 months or a year. But we welcome guests into our property. Short-term guests, they could be here in town just visiting or for a special event, 1, 2, 3 nights, maybe a week sometimes, but rarely. And then they leave, they go back home.
Yeah.
So they're here, they're enjoying Charleston, they're, going to restaurants or the beach or what have you. And basically they're out all day. They come home, they come back to your property.
Yeah.
And go to sleep, shower. They're not really using a lot of the utilities. They're not really messing up your home, which is nice.
We have a cleaning crew that comes in afterwards as well, and then we take care of minor repairs as well.
But would that sound like something that you would be interested in partnering with us?
Yeah, sounds good. So basically, you will be paid the $1,300 a month rent. You can do the deposit, correct? $1,300. You will furnish the home.
Correct.
You put the cameras, the lockbox, and you will be managing everything, taking care about the repair. You say minor repair.
Yes.
That will be important that we decide what is minor repairs. I would prefer, like this is like your business, correct?
Yes.
Maybe you take care about all the repairs because I don't want to have any calls.
Okay.
But I take care about the major system like air conditioning, water heater, and roofing. If you have anything about that, I take care about that. Anything else you can take care about.
So what we could do is we could take care of the first $100. We can come up with an authorization system whereby we'll take care of repairs without calling you. We'll just take care of it, and then we can settle up at the end of the month.
How much you say?
$100.
Oh yeah, no, but $100. Any service call that you do is more than $100. So that will be like.
I understand that. Well, let's talk a little bit. Tell me a little bit about what you're looking for, because certain as a landlord, you have many different things that you might want to be doing. Is time more important to you, or is money more important to you? Because we can provide.
I love money.
We can provide both, but
money is very important. But say if you're taking care about this as a company, I don't want to have any calls.
Well, I appreciate you again, letting me come out here and take a look at it, and all the work you've obviously put into the house. It looks really, really nice. What I'd like to talk to you about is obviously renting the home. Now, what you had online was you were looking for between 12 and 13. So if I'm smart, I'm assuming that you're probably looking for the 13. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay, all right. And then you're looking for the 1,300 down as well. Is that right?
Correct.
All right, great. Well, I definitely know that's something that we can do for you. But let me explain a little bit about why I'm so interested in the house.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great. So what we found is, in this market, people are moving here all the time, right? We know that this is a tourist market. Everybody loves to come down. And Somerville is a great place because it's able to offer a little bit less than what Charleston does as far as cost is concerned, but still be really close to a lot of great events. This location is really great because it's really close to the interstate, really close to some great eateries. I don't know if you come to Somerville often and have a lot of properties in Somerville. There's some great places to eat around here. And there's a lot of people that come for that. So what we like to do is we like to offer those people who come a place to stay. I'm not sure if you've ever done Airbnb or any short-term rentals when you've left the area, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a little, you're a little informed as far as how that goes. How have your stays been when you've done that before?
Oh, very good.
Good,
yeah,
great.
I love to use it.
Great. Well, we want our people to have that same expectation when they come and stay. So what we're offering for you is our company will be renting the home from you, right? So you'll be getting the money that you're looking for. And what we'll be doing is we'll be posting it online to sites like Airbnb for short-term rentals. We'll be coming in, making sure the property's clean, making sure the property's well maintained for the entire term of the lease. How does that sound for you? Does that sound like something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions?
Absolutely. Let me ask you some questions. So first of all, what is the name of your company?
The company that we have is Momentum Group Properties.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And the company can cover your guarantee the rent payments.
Right. We wouldn't do this if we wouldn't be able to make sure that you would be paid every month.
Okay. And what happened if something happened with the bookings? You don't have enough bookings 1 month, and say the worst scenario, you don't get 0 bookings, and still you're gonna pay me my rent.
Yes. That's what we're agreed to. Obviously, when we sign the lease, just like anyone else who will be renting the home, right? We want to make sure that you're guaranteed to get the money that you're looking for.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, okay. So I will be thinking about it and I will give you a call.
Outstanding. Well, again, I do want to say thank you very much. Appreciate the time and the conversation.
Absolutely.
Speak to you soon.
Ready to become a house hacker? Learn how you can work directly with Brian and his team by clicking the link below or going to freebnbcall.com.
All right, friends, so we just went through and talked to each of these people, and you did an amazing job, and I want to say so thank you for that. And you are, you're tough. You're good at asking the right questions and really kind of putting them on the spot, so they have to answer the tough questions. That was really good. What I'd like to do now is go through each individual and the couple that's here, and we talk about what you liked, what you didn't like, some suggestions maybe to get better. What do you say?
Yeah, I could. That will be great. Okay, so Corinne, you did a great job.
Thank
you. Your boy was nice. You're looking very good, you know, for a business presentation. So you're very friendly. That's the comms. A very big improvement is the report. You know, it's so important. You're never gonna close nobody if you're not gonna be able to create a rapport. You need to talk about the people, see something that maybe you have in common, so you have that confidence, that trust, then you can go to business. Second one, needs to have your proposals very clear, because you can do a pitch without a proposal. And many people fail in that, you know. They're talking about, rent this and that, but they don't give you a clear proposal. So still the landlord is gonna be like, okay, you're talking me about short-term rental, I never heard about that. You're talking me about this and that, but what you really wants to propose, okay? So that will be the improvements right there for you, Corinne.
Okay, thank you for that. And let's go ahead and talk with Marcus here. What did you think about his skills meeting with you?
Okay, so Marcus, you did a great job as well. I think your voice, you know, that's one of your superpowers. It's very good. The feedback for you and will be like you were missing is the closing. You were trying, but always we need to close. And if somebody gives you an objection, because, you know, intentionally I put an objection. I don't know if you noticed, but I put, okay, I'm gonna talk to my wife, I'm gonna think about it. No, you never give me a respond to my objection. If you don't respond to the objection, the negotiation is over. But you want to close with that one. So that will be my feedback for you. So good job.
Great, and then Maria and Ashley, what feedback would you have for them?
Okay, so for Maria Ashley as well, the great presentation, did a good job. You're presenting well. You were friendly. You create a good rapport as well. The presentation was good. Ashley was come to the conversation in the correct times, so that was good. You was mainly doing the pitch, but Ashley come in the correct time, so that was good. You know, you wasn't like off. No, you was in the correct point. So you did a great presentation, very clear, very friendly. So very good. The last thing that I would like to add for all of you, you know, maybe because that was a practice, but always have your documents or your agreement ready right there, you know? Because when we do the training for closing, is that, okay, we're talking, you have those opportunities to, okay, like, I want to reach your place, are you ready? 1,300 a month, 1 year, everything that you're expecting, are you ready? And go to the closing.
All right, with all that being said, I want to ask Franz now, who, in your opinion, is the best B&B'er of the group?
Okay, all of you did a great job. Good presentation, good proposals, but the best one, I will say Marcus, right there.
Marcus, all right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Marcus.
Marcus is the clear winner of this challenge. However, in the last episode, Corinne was the only contestant to actually locate a property and book an appointment. Let's see if she can put her newly learned negotiation skills to work.
We're going out on an appointment. We are meeting with a lady that has a home to rent, and we're going to go ahead and nail this. We're going to get this deal and sign up our first Airbnb listing.
Okay, so when you go in there, remember that your job is just to be friendly with her, get to know her, see the property, make small talk, and just get to a level where you're both friendly with each other, and then just casually say, you know, I'd like to go ahead and rent the place. I think this is what I'm looking for. Well, I'll be right here. I'll be watching for you. As soon as you come out, I'll come meet you.
Okay, sounds good.
Could have got a better setup for the, but that's okay. Cute little house. Would do well. All right.
Hi, how are you? Hi, Ruth. Corrine. Pleasure to meet you. There's my card.
Okay, cool.
So, how long have you had the home on the market?
Just really about a couple days.
Oh, a couple days.
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of interest?
Definitely building rapport.
Oh, wow.
They're having a long conversations. This is good. Lady's very friendly. It's great. So the owner's telling her more horror stories.
You should know.
This is great if you can get the owner to understand what you're trying to do, because they're not going to have those horror stories anymore.
Let me tell you about what I do, and we'll see if it's a perfect fit for both of us. A lot of homeowners like what I propose because it actually solves a lot of the issues that you've actually been having, especially using a property management company that wasn't doing their job. And then you said you also were leasing it on your own, and you were running into the same kind of problem with tenants to evict and the property being neglected and abused. I would sign a year lease, and I would actually run a short-term rental business in your home, where all guests are properly vetted, so we know who's in your home. We have their government ID. We know who's coming. We also have references from other hosts that have had them in their house as guests. So I would do the short-term rental. I would do all the maintenance up to $200, and you'd have professional cleaning 2 to 3 times a week. So you don't have to worry about that. There will be no animals, no smoking,
That's good.
no flop house where you have multiple people coming and going, sleeping here.
He's asking what kind of person is
They
gonna
come
stay
with 5-star rates, ratings from their hosts, so they've been guests at homes before, prior. So I vet them entirely. I approve of them.
She's saying that
you're not going to have that problem like you had last time. And I also carry another insurance policy.
The owner just said okay.
The lease agreement, and I can send you my. I'm going to grab my purse. Oh, you have one in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's my partner.
Hey, how you doing? Okay. I'm Brian. So I'm here with Ruth and Corrine, and so Corrine had this crazy idea about using your property, putting on a home sharing site, leasing it from you. What did you think about that kind of new concept? Has anybody ever approached you with that before?
No.
No? Okay. And what were your thoughts? You thought, did you have objections to it, or do you still have objections to it?
No, I was thinking it was a pretty good idea.
Pretty cool idea, right? You get the benefits that if you had somebody maintaining your property and paying the rent on time, then you'd be happy to consider it. We're going to get a copy of the lease from you to look over, and then we'll get back to you tomorrow and with details and kind of go from there.
Okay.
And it's available right now, right, to move in?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. I guess that's it. So thanks for showing us the property. I
Okay,
appreciate
thank
it.
Thank you, Ruth.
Now, one of the questions I often get is, why would an owner let you do this with their property? Why would an owner not just do this themselves? And it's a fair question. What I've found is that owners are generally looking for 2 things. They're looking for somebody that's going to pay the rent on time, what they're asking, and somebody that's going to take care of the property. Now, if you can convince them that you're going to pay on time and you're going to take care of the property, they will generally let you do this. Now, not everybody will, but in this business, it's just a numbers game. If you go out and talk to a few people on a weekend, you'll find one that will say yes.
After walking through the whole property, I really like the place. I like the size. I like that it's 2-bath, 3-bedroom, huge. Actually, you could have 4-bedroom if you wanted to. So you could put plenty of guests in there for big events. Anyhow, I was very pleased with what I saw. I would accept and represent that property. And in talking to Ruth, I felt like, well, this is the time right now. She seems to be pretty comfortable with me. So I proposed what I was going to do, the offering of doing the short-term rental short-term rental on her property. So I pitched it, and immediately she said, oh my gosh, my sister is doing this. She's got a room in her home and she's doing it. And I'm like, okay, I got this, 100%.
And because I also solved the problem, you know, that she had, again, people abusing her property, neglecting it, not getting paid. She had to go through the eviction process with these folks. I knew I was going to nail it and propose her a better idea, you know, that I would maintain, keep it nice in mint condition, and also give her lease on time every month. But she was very, very into it. I mean, immediately she was smiling when I gave her the idea, I proposed the idea. She was smiling. I could tell she was open to it. And this was going to be a win-win. And sure enough, it was. I'm really excited to be the first person in Brian's class to close on an owner and to get a deal.
On this show, you learn how to lease properties from owners to turn them into your own valuable listings on Airbnb. In the next show, we're going to talk about making the properties livable, getting them ready for guests, and starting to stage them and furnish them so that we can allow those guests to stay in our property. So I will see you on the next episode of House Hackers.
Are you itching to travel again? So is the entire world. Millions of people are poised to book their next trip, and bookings are now breaking new records. As demand begins to outstrip supply, now is simply the very best time to take advantage of House Hacking. Learn how by visiting freebnbcall.com or clicking the link below.